we are supposed to have a huge wedding out at our house at 5671 for my daughter Alexis with like 200 people. And it's just a stressful time, but I need to be able to be at that wedding and walk my daughter down the aisle. Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Are you Justin Giles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Giles or Giles?
It's Justin Giles, Your Honor.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. DeVinny.
Hello, Judge.
May I ask?
I'm going to go on the record and then I'll allow you to ask the question, Mr. Giles. All right, this is the first appearance docket for February 23rd, 2026. First case we'll take up is State of Kansas versus Justin William Giles, case number 26CR62. The state appears by Darren DeVinny. Mr. Giles appears in custody from the Butler County Jail. Mr. Giles, you're here for a first appearance. Have you received a copy of your charges yet?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm going to go over those with you. There are 2 counts, both alleged to have occurred on February 21st, 2026 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 alleges domestic battery, a Class B person misdemeanor, alleged victim, Linda Giles. Count 2 alleges criminal restraint, same alleged victim. That is a Class A person misdemeanor. Do you understand your charges, Mr. Giles?
I'm fully understand what you said and what I'm reading. I don't understand the fullness of the Class B and Class A and what all of that means.
Okay, well, I'll explain it to you. A Class B person misdemeanor is a classification of a misdemeanor. A Class A is the most severe, and unclassified is the least severe. The maximum jail sentence on a Class B misdemeanor is 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. On a Class A misdemeanor, the maximum penalty is a year in jail and up to a $2,500 fine. So that's the penalty or the maximum penalties for each of these 2 offenses. Does that answer your question?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you intend to hire an attorney to represent you on these charges?
I currently do not have access to my finances.
Okay. Assuming you had access to your finances, can you afford to hire your own attorney?
I'm in debt up to my eyeballs, and my wife handles all of she is my payee and handles my accounts. You would have to ask her if we can handle those finances.
Okay. Are you employed?
I am not. I started a business 3 days ago. I can give you the EIN tax ID, and I can tell you the name of the business that I'm hoping to start and start earning an income.
Okay. What type of work is it?
It's the name of the business is J-Dubs First Responder Military Surplus Supplies and Trade.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and appoint Darren Patterson to represent you. He's an attorney here in town. You may be ordered to pay back some or all of his fees depending on what happens on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. DeVinny, what's your recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, I'm recommending a $5,000 cash or surety bond. In this case, the victim, it is a DV battery. The victim is his wife that he just spoke of. That's also his payee. Would ask certainly that there be no contact as this case is pending, no alcohol or drugs, take any medications that are prescribed. And I believe that Mr. Giles has some background with the VA and seeking treatment by and through the VA, but that he continue on with any VA recommended physical and mental health treatment recommendations.
May I
Go ahead, Mr. Giles.
May I have a sidebar type of thing with D.D. Ivini and ask for a plea?
Well, that's not typically something we do here at a first appearance. Plus, I've appointed an attorney to represent you, and you'll probably want to consult with your attorney about the facts of the case, and then at the appropriate time, that certainly can be accomplished, but it's not something that's usually done at a first appearance, Mr. Giles.
May I speak to you, Your Honor?
Is there anything you want to say regarding your bond?
Yes.
The state's recommended a $5,000 cash or surety bond. Go ahead.
So I apologize. I do not want to interrupt you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're fine. Go ahead and tell me what
okay. A couple of things. One, I'm not real sure what an surety bond is. Two, I'm currently 3 days off of medication and doing just fine. I'm comfortable. I'm sleeping. I'm articulate and cognizant. I understand that you guys are going to not want me to speak to my wife. I will totally and completely respect that. And I don't want to disobey that. And I won't. My goal, I would ask for the district attorney of Kansas, if that's what you are. I'm a little bit confused on everybody's role. I would like
Mr. DeVinny is the Butler County attorney. So he's the head prosecutor for the county of Butler.
Okay, the head county. Okay, so I would ask that. Let me think for just a second. I'm totally okay with having no contact with my wife. I would ask for permission to please have contact with my children at the court's discretion or however they would like to set that up. I would like to also ask that I not have to be placed under the care of the VA anymore. I'm very much trying to get away from them. And I would like to, if it's possible, and I understand if it's not, if you want a bail bondsman over me, but if it could be allowed for me to have the opportunity to show and prove myself, I would like to be released under my own recognizance so that I am given the opportunity to prove myself. I would like for after I talk to Darren, I would like to be given, if it's possible, a large amount of community service to everyone at discretion.
All right, Mr. Giles, those are issues that are best addressed more at the time of sentencing, if this case even gets to that.
Okay.
Right now, we're not at that stage of the proceedings.
Okay.
So what town do you live in?
Well, and that's an interesting question, Your Honor. So my business address, the business I was just telling you that I have the EIN number for and have recently set up, is 5671 Southwest Diamond Road, Augusta. Okay. But my driver's license address
we're on
still 700 East First Street.
Mr. Giles, you don't need to provide the physical address. I'm just generally
okay. Whitewater.
You live in Butler County.
Yeah, but my driver's license is attached to Whitewater, not Augusta. So okay. My wife can live in Augusta, and I can get a room in Whitewater with my 20-year-old daughter that lives there, so I can stay with her.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. So, all right, I'm going to set bond at $2,500 cash or surety. What a surety is it means you would go through a bondsman. So you'd pay the bondsman a percentage of that $2,500, and then they would make sure that you appear in court. Or you can put up $2,500 in cash to get out. But that just assures that you're going to appear in court.
The judge sets bond at $2,500 cash or surety, cutting the state's request in half. Strict no contact with Linda Giles, but limited access to children allowed without discussing the case. That balance protects the victim while preserving parental rights. Do you think this was fair under these circumstances?
You're to have no contact with Linda Giles. Mr. DeVinny, are the children witnesses or involved in the case?
They were present, and certainly I guess I'd ask for any prohibitions to be that there be no discussion about the case if he were to have contact with his children. I don't know if they're minors or not, but
I would agree with that completely.
Okay. You're not prohibited from having contact with your children, but you can't go through your wife to be able to talk to them. You can have no contact whatsoever by phone, in person, by text, or any other means. You can't have contact with Linda Giles. But if you do have contact with your children, do not discuss the case with them. Don't ask them about anything regarding the case. As a condition of bond, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm not going to make any bond conditions currently regarding the VA. I think that's something you can visit with Mr. Patterson about. Your next court date will be in front of Judge Webster on her misdemeanor control docket on May 11th at 8 o'clock in the morning. May 11th at 8 o'clock.
May I speak to that?
Sure.
This is a really big deal. If there's any way we could wrap this up before May 3rd, we are supposed to have a huge wedding out at our house at 5671 for my daughter Alexis with like 200 people. And it's just a stressful time, but I need to be able to be at that wedding and walk my daughter down the aisle. Please.
All right. I'll put your case on the expedited misdemeanor control docket for March the 6th at 1:30 p.m.
Well, the wedding is on the 6th.
of March.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. May. Oh, so I heard wrong.
That's 2 weeks. Or that's not this Friday, but the Friday after.
Okay, I
March
apologize.
6th. If you make bond, call Mr. Patterson's office. They'll give you his contact information there at the jail, along with your court date.
Okay.
All right, Mr. DeVinny, is there anything else on Mr. Giles' case?
no, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Giles, don't have any contact with your wife.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, if there's nothing further, we'll be in recess. You are excused. Good afternoon. Are you Nicholas Knowles?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're on the record in State of Kansas versus Nicholas Eugene Knowles, case number 26, CR 64. The state appears by County Attorney Darren DeVinny. Mr. Knowles appears in custody from the Butler County Jail. Mr. Knowles, you're here for a first appearance. There's one count alleging that on February 22nd, 2026 in Butler County, Kansas, that you knowingly caused physical contact in a rude, angry, or insulting manner to an Amber Knowles, a person whom you're involved in a dating relationship or as a family or household member. That's domestic battery, and that is a Class B person misdemeanor. Carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail and up to a $1,000 fine. Do you understand your charge, Mr. Knowles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you going to hire an attorney?
Court appointed if I could.
Okay. Are you employed?
Yes, sir.
What do you-
I'm a utility foreman for Fremar Construction, and I need to get back to work also. I'm also going through a divorce, so I don't have much money.
Okay. How long have you had that job?
Maybe 6 months.
All right. Do you get paid by the hour?
I'm salary, sir.
Okay. I'll appoint Darren Patterson to represent you. I'll find that you at least partially qualify. You may be ordered to pay back some or all of his fees, depending on what happens on your case. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Devaney, what's your recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, I request $2,500 cash for professional surety. This case is one where the weight of the evidence with regard to bond factors, this is actually on video. So I think that's reasonable. Obviously, no contact with the victim in this case, and set it for control.
All
How
right.
long is that no contact, sir?
Well, I haven't made any official orders yet. Those were the recommendations that
Okay.
have been made. Is there anything that you would like to say regarding your bond, Mr. Knowles?
Not necessarily my bond, but I still would like to see my daughter.
Who is Amber, your daughter?
No, that's my wife.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set bond at $2,500 cash or surety. As a condition of bond, you're to have no contact with Amber Knowles. As also as a condition of bond, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs.
Now another domestic battery case unfolds and custody tension takes center stage. Nicholas Knowles wants contact with his 2-year-old daughter, but the court draws a firm line: no contact with his wife. Divorce proceedings complicate everything. In situations like this, emotions collide with strict bond conditions.
Is your daughter a minor?
Yeah, she's 2 years old, sir.
Okay. Well, there's Mr. Devaney. Is there any reason why he wouldn't be able to have contact with his daughter?
I'd have to go through her.
Right. Other than making the arrangements as appropriate, I'm not aware of anything in addition, Your Honor, that would make that where I would say that that's a concern.
Okay. There'll be no prohibition as part of your bond that you can't have contact with your daughter, but you can't have contact with your wife to try to set up that contact. It would have to be done. You said you're going through a divorce. Is there a pending divorce in a court?
We just started this, sir. So we were trying to figure out a child custody deal, and then it just all went south.
Okay. Well, if it can be set up through a third party for you to have contact, then that's wouldn't be a violation of your bond. But usually on a situation like this, I would just defer to the judge or the court who's overseeing the divorce and custody. But obviously you can't have contact with your wife.
I understand.
All right. So I've set the bond. I'm going to set a court date for May 11th at 8 o'clock in the morning with Judge Webster. That'll be done by Zoom, May 11th at 8 o'clock. If you make bond, you should call Mr. Patterson's office so they'll know how to get a hold of you.
Is his information on this paperwork?
Typically there'll be somebody there at the jail who'll give you a card or
Thank you.
I'm assuming that's just what was given to you. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Right. They should have written down your court date and Mr. Patterson's information. So, all right, Mr. Devaney, anything else on Mr. Knowles' case?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Do you have any questions, Mr. Knowles?
It's 10% of the 2,500 to get bonded out with bail bondsman, correct, sir?
Traditionally, that's been the case. That I couldn't tell you that for sure. I guess it just depends on who you get a hold of.
And one more question for you.
Go ahead.
Is there an OR time for this, or do I have to bail out? I've been here since 11 o'clock yesterday.
No, I didn't set an OR bond. I set a cash or surety bond. So you either need to go through a bondsman, or if you can put up $2,500 in cash, you can do that.
Okay.
So, All right, if there's nothing further, then we'll be in recess. Mr. Knowles, you're excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Christopher, is it McElwain?
Yeah.
All right, we're on the record in state of Kansas versus Christopher Lee McElwain, case number 26, CR 63. The state appears by County Attorney Darren DeVinny. Mr. McElwain appears in custody from the Butler County Jail. You're here for a first appearance. There are 5 counts. Mr. McElwain, all alleged to have occurred on February 21st, 2026 in Butler County, Kansas. Count 1 alleges that you were in unlawful possession of methamphetamine. That is a level 5 drug felony. Count 2 alleges you were in unlawful possession of paraphernalia for use. That is a class B non-person misdemeanor. Count 3, driving while habitual violator. That's a class A non-person misdemeanor. Count 4 alleges you're operating a motor vehicle without proof of insurance after having been convicted in Sedgwick County on a 2022 case. That's no proof of insurance, a class A non-person misdemeanor. Count 5 alleges you are operating a motor vehicle with an expired tag or registration. That is an unclassified non-person misdemeanor. Do you understand your charges, Mr. McElwain?
I do.
All right, since there's a felony charge, you won't be asked to enter a plea today.
Can I just plead guilty to all of them and just move on? I got like 6 other counties waiting on me.
Okay, not today. Can you afford to hire an attorney?
No, I'm in jail. Can't afford to hire nobody.
Okay, are you employed?
I'm not.
I'll appoint James Watts to represent you. He's an attorney here in town. I'm going to set your court date, which is assigned to Judge Ricky, March 16th at 2:30 p.m. on Judge Ricky's felony preliminary hearing control docket. That'll be done by Zoom on March 16th at 2:30 p.m.
Okay.
Mr. DeVinny, what's your recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, I'm recommending $10,000 cash or surety. There are open warrants and other holds from other jurisdictions. I'm not sure exactly what the detail is on those yet. Defendant does have prior convictions for aggravated weapons violation, criminal carrying of a weapon, and criminal threat. At least so far that we've looked at, those are all out of Sedgwick County. But I think, again, a reasonable hold, given the felony charges of with the history and everything, $10,000 cash or surety.
All right. Do you live in Wichita?
I do not.
Where do you live?
I live in Iola, Kansas.
Okay, I'll set bond at $10,000 cash or surety. As a condition of bond, you're not to possess or consume alcohol or illegal drugs. All right, so we've set a court date. I've appointed you an attorney and we've set a bond. Mr. DeVinny, anything further on Mr. McElwain's case?
No, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions, Mr. McElwain?
No, sir.
All right, we'll be in recess. You are excused. Thank you. Good afternoon. Are you Douglas? Is it Riney?
Yes, sir.
All right, we're on the record in state of Kansas versus Douglas Paul Riney, case number 26, CR 65. The state appears by County Attorney Darren DeVinny. Mr. Riney appears in custody from the Butler County Jail. You're here for a first appearance, Mr. Riney. It's alleged that on February 22nd, 2026 in Butler County, Kansas, You unlawfully and knowingly placed Javon Hubbard in reasonable apprehension of immediate bodily harm with a deadly weapon, a knife. That's aggravated assault, a level 7 person felony. Do you understand what you've been charged with, Mr. Riney?
I understand, yes.
All right, this is a felony, so you won't be asked to enter a plea today. Your next court appearance will be in front of Judge Rickey on his felony preliminary hearing control docket on March 16th at 2:30 p.m. That'll be done by Zoom, March 16th at 2:30. Can you afford to hire your own attorney?
I cannot at this point.
Do you wish to apply for court-appointed attorney?
I would like to.
All right, are you employed?
I am not. I'm searching, but I'm not employed currently.
How long has it been since you worked?
It's been since I was last out, like probably last year, spring.
All right, I'll appoint James Watts to represent you. He's an attorney here in town.
Sure.
Mr. DeVinny, what's your recommendation for bond?
Your Honor, besides this being a person felony, that there's a basis for the charge. Basically, he was near Walmart, pulled a knife on a guy, has priors, DUI.
Multiple defendants, escalating charges, and bonds ranging from misdemeanors to serious felonies. From domestic violence allegations to drug possession and aggravated assault, the court set strict conditions and future hearings. First appearances may seem procedural, but today's rulings shape everything that follows in these cases ahead.